Welcome back to vlog 18. Today I'm going to be talking about a rather sudden subject that came up to mind. Gina got me a Christmas present that got really delayed due to one specific item that she wanted to pair this gift up with. So it took a while for it to come, and by far today was the day that I decided to open it, and it's the best gift that I got. It's a soap, cartridge soap, of one of the classic games that defined gaming history, Super Mario 64. I mean, it's just nostalgia all over again, seeing the cartridge, the shape, and just, of course, I don't think this is 1-to-1 size, because I believe it might have been slightly bigger, or at least back when I had it, the cartridges I had to hold it was pretty big in my hands. So I could have been just a small kid and the cartridge was big, but either way, Super Mario 64 was one of the defining games that made Nintendo 64 so much fun for me. It was one of the most demanding and challenging Super Mario games it was. Just the charms, the ice levels, just the frog levels. It's just ridiculous as to how much, not the frog, the monkey level. It's just ridiculous how much was expected to perform. The challenges in this game required a level of skill that really pushed the limits of a 12 to, I don't even know how old I was at that time. I was really young. I think I was like 14, maybe 12. But either way, it was really difficult, but it taught me a lot of patience. But the most valuable lesson that I got from this game was that anything that is too easy is probably not worth really, or at least it's not worth the praise that it might get. It's not to say that you should torture yourself, but it really taught the value of a challenge to me. I mean, among the other games that made Nintendo 64 a defining era of gaming to me was Mario Party 64. I still remember the commercials. They were one of the, it was outlandish. It was weird. I've never seen a advertisement for a Nintendo game make it onto mainstream. In fact, I don't even know it was on actual TV. It was one of those commercials where the police are knocking on the door and kids open up, there was a noise complaint about a party going on there, and then you see Mario pop out from behind and say that, oh, it's me, Mario, and then he gets taken away in cuffs for creating too much of a public disturbance. I don't know what that actual commercial was, but I guess it's for having too crazy of a party. And it was by far one of the most fun party games there were too. I'm sure if you've ever played that game, I'm sure you had that blister that was in the middle of your hand because of that one mini game that escapes my memory right now. But you essentially had to hold that alien of a three-pronged controller, and right in the middle, if you remember, there was a little joystick, and then you had to spin it. The fastest way wasn't using your thumb, clearly. It was using the palm of your hands, just going down to that with that joystick, and it was so much fun and so painful at the same time. Other games were like Kirby 64, Donkey Kong 64. I mean, literally all these names incorporated the number 64, because 64 was, I think, I do not watch video game history enough to remember what 64 was a significant move towards, not 64 bits. I was far exceeded at that point. I just know that Nintendo 64 handled, for the first time, a 3D environment. It was a huge jump grade after Super Nintendo, or at least from what I understand was Super Nintendo. So, what was your favorite game? What defined a very good childhood memory that you've experienced in gaming? I'm sure you've all played games at some point. Thank you for watching my 18th vlog, guys. Thank you for tuning in and commenting, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.